I think anybody can get caught up with the wrong person. And a lot of times people are showing their representative. People have this version of themselves that they like to show you at the beginning, because men love to say, like, oh, women ignore red flags. It's like, listen, sometimes you guys are really great, and not just men, women too. People are really great at showing their representative, showing a certain version of themselves that they think that the other person might want to deal with. But then once you get down the line, like, you can only act up for so long, but the more you deal with them, the more you realize, okay, maybe this is not who they actually are.
If you are the problem, the man that you attracted is the problem. Because you the problem. Energy meets energy. That's why I said you have to match his piece. If you are attracting a man who is a problem, then sis, the problem is you. Because there's women out there in my organization who don't even meet the energy of a man who is not a good man because of who they are. They don't even meet that energy. And if they do, it's like water and oil. It just falls away and boof, it's gone. So women that talk about the men are the problem, no, you're the problem. You're the liar. You're the cheat. You're the person with.
How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all agree, disagree? I mean, I'll save my thoughts for last, but I'm gonna let Miss Taken start it off. And if you're not ready, then Miss Lady over here looks like she might have something to say. So
No, it's okay. So I actually agree with that. I think that the energy, that you put out is the energy that you attract. Now I know certain things are not like exclusive like 100% all the time. Sometimes you do end up, a partner that may need some more self-development, things like that, that have issues that you weren't aware of initially that come out later on. But I think for most of the times, I do think that we attract what we put out, because your energy is going to be recognized by others that put out that same energy. So if you find that you consistently are in relationships with, toxic people, the only constant thing in each of those relationships, that common denominator is you. So at some point, you have to do some self-reflection and be like, why do I keep ending up with guys like this, or women like this? And I think it's you at that point, if there's a consistent pattern of behavior of women or men that you end up with in relationships.
So I agree that if you are engaging and entertaining um, problematic people, that you're the problem. But attractive people attract all kinds of people. So just because I'm attracting people from all walks of life, people with all kinds of things going on, that don't necessarily mean that I'm the problem. If I were to be comfortable dating and entertaining that person or engaging with a person that I know is not good for me, then I'm a problem, because I'm not valuing myself enough or valuing my peace enough to not be entertaining certain types of relationships. But to make it seem like a person like this whole law of attraction stuff has people in a chokehold, because everyone gets to try to say, you know, uh, okay, so let me preface this by saying we're all responsible for every obstacle that we've gotten ourselves through, right? I'm not going to say we got to pass the buck or nobody else is to blame. Absolutely not. But folks trying to make it seem like just because they understand that you attract a reflection of what you are means that everything that comes your way is your fault. No. Everything that you engage though, and everything that you entertain is on you. But no, you can't. I'm not about to be taking responsibility or accountability for anybody else's character flaws just because they tried to like act like they were someone else. So put up a representative for me. Nope. Not doing it.
what's up, Trigger? What you got on this one?
Man, I took notes. Let me stop. But seriously though, to your point, Lady Mogulette, I'm not sure the spirit of this the post, or the thing that she was saying was the people you attract. Naturally, attractive women are going to attract a multitude of people. Everybody's going to shoot their shot at an attractive woman. It's more of an approach. What kind of approach do you attract? All right, a girl who got on, cutters, you know what I'm talking about. Those type of shorts, and women are doing what? They're wearing no bra out, really sheer looking things so you can see their nipple rings. You're going to attract a certain type of approach, and some women accept that approach. I think that's more so what she's talking about. That's where the problem comes in, because if you are not, first off, why are you wearing that? I love how women who wear stuff like that try to say, why is everybody pushing up on me? I'm a respectful woman. No, if you're dressing like that, you invite that type of approach and then you accept it, therein lies the problem. So I do believe the statement is 100% true, naturally true. And here's why. I think modern women in America today behave as if an effect has no cause, right? It's almost as if these things are just happening. No, if you invite that type of man over to you and then you entertain him, like you said, that is the issue, right? Because it's the attention that people are so thirsty for. As a man, or should I say in this particular scenario, the hunter, as a person who's doing the hunting, I already know the type of way I'll be received if I approach a certain type of woman. If I'm reading all of the nonverbal cues she's given out, if I'm looking at the way she's dressed, if this isn't my first time meeting her and I've been able to study the way she carries herself, like let's say in college, me and girls that had classes together, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I know the way I'm gonna be received when I approach her. Of course, you can ask your boys; they'll tell you, "Nah, go for it, dog. She she wide open." They'll say all type of things because they know that's the approach that woman accepts because she dresses that way, she puts herself out there like that, and that's the energy she attracts because that's the energy she puts out. She doesn't look like she takes herself seriously. She's very superficial in nature, and we've developed an archetype of woman we want to sleep with and not take serious in our minds as men, right? So I definitely agree that that mindset, like of having, um, carrying yourself like that, is what creates that problem for women, and they can't get out of it, right? I believe they go past the threshold where they're such closed-minded daters, right? That that's the type of man you like, the man that's approaching you. He's obviously toxic, but because it's the one you keep getting, you just keep waiting for a good version of that, even though it's never going to happen.
Okay. So I agree to a degree. I kind of agree with Lady, like as far as like if you're an attractive person, you can't really help who might be interested in you, right? But I think it's more so of who you allow to be in your space and who you keep there. Like I believe it's ridiculous to believe that an ain't shit person might not run into you, but it's about like, do you allow them to stay in your life? Are you going to let them pursue you? Like how long are you going to carry on? Like if you see red flags, are you dipping out, or you going to stick it out? Like so that's my thing. But like I think anybody can get caught up with the wrong person. And a lot of times people are showing their representative. People have this version of themselves that they like to show you at the beginning, because men love to say, like, oh, women ignore red flags. It's like, listen, sometimes you guys are really great. And not just men, women too. People are really great at showing their representative, showing a certain version of themselves that they think that the other person might want to deal with. But then once you get down the line, like you can only act up for so long, but the more you deal with them, the more you realize, okay, maybe this is not who they actually are. So that's just how I feel about it.
Well, I agree, but that was part of what I was saying. When you see, like you guys touched on two important things. I think one what Trigger Mike said. I think what the essence of what she was referring to is not just people being attracted to you, but more so you entertaining
You
that
entertaining it.
attraction.
Okay.
So it from that perspective, then yes, you are responsible for that because you choose who you let in your space. The other thing, like I had said before, is also like, you can when you're naive and you're just starting dating, there are certain things that you may or may not know what to look for. So you can get got. But that was my point in saying that a constant pattern. So if there's a constant pattern of you continually ending up letting people in your space that are toxic or are not in alignment with what you're looking for, then again, like I said, the common denominator in each one of those situations are you. So again, it falls back on you being attracted to a certain type that you keep letting in your space, and then you can't blame the other person, not taking accountability off of that person. But if they showed up showing you who they are, and then you keep choosing that same person over and over again, saying you don't like it, but yet you keep choosing it, then at that point that becomes a you thing and not a them thing.